Hello, my name is Trevor Gordon. I'm a community engagement and media relations specialist. I've been having trouble saying that word all day today. Specialist, passionate about fostering connections and amplifying voices. I'm here to chat about Canada's premier singer-songwriter competition. The goal being to find amateur talented singer-songwriters, showcase them, and give them the opportunity to network, perform, and compete for great prizes. The competition is underway. It's been going on for about a month and a little bit, trying to figure out who the quarterfinalists are. Last week, the quarterfinalists were announced. It's really exciting. You can see all the quarterfinalists by going to Verse to Voice on Instagram. Take a moment right now as you're watching. Follow Verse to Voice on Instagram. Verse, the number 2, Voice. Verse to Voice on Instagram. That's where you're going to see all the quarterfinalists there. And today we're actually interviewing one of the quarterfinalists. Her name is Nia. And I'm just going to pull up her information because I want to brag about her a little bit. So Nia, as I mentioned, is one of the quarterfinalists. She's a phenomenal artist who has advanced to the quarterfinals. She's hailing from Toronto, has had a lifelong passion for singing and music. Her journey began in childhood with writing and singing, and over the years, she's really mastered her craft through experience in children's choirs, vocal lessons, talent shows, musical theater, and background vocals. So now she's taking the stage with her first song as an adult, showcasing her credible talent and dedication. So we're going to have an interview now with Nia. Let's just bring her on to the chat. I see you, Nia.
Is it working? Can you
I,
see me?
I can
Hi.
see you, Nia.
Hi.
Let's line up our boxes. All right, I
Okay,
can see you.
perfect.
You can see me.
Mhm.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You got such a beautiful summer background behind you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually recording right across from where I did my audition. So I feel like we're in alignment right now.
That's right. See, this is what I've been liking about these interviews. This is real life. You're a busy person, so I appreciate the time that you're giving us this evening. So
Of
let's get right
course.
into it. The first question I have to ask you is, what was that reaction that when you first found out that were picked to be one of the quarterfinalists?
Um, I think at first I was very shocked actually. And it was very unexpected for me, I would say, because this is the first song that I've ever written as an adult. And so I think that in my brain, I was like, oh yeah, it's just, I'm going to apply for fun. So to see that, like, I'm being recognized in that type of way is it's kind of validating. It's very close to my heart, and I'm very appreciative for it.
What motivated you to be a part of Burst to Voice? I mean, there's so many things out there, so many opportunities, so much in this world of like getting someone's attention, right? So what drew
Hmm.
you to this?
Actually, my mom was the one who sent I think the flyer to me. She said that she found it on Instagram, and she called me and she was like, "You need to apply to this right now." And I was like, "Okay." And I think that for me, I struggle a lot with being seen, and I know that a couple of creatives can also relate to this experience. It's like when you're creating something and you're creating art, there's a part of you that wants to keep it to yourself, because whether because you feel like it's not ready to be seen, or because it's very close to you, it's very close to your heart. And so I think that giving myself the opportunity to be seen, and knowing that it can possibly help somebody in some sort of way, and also to be around so many creative people as well, is really beautiful. And finding community with everyone at the same time, I think is really amazing. Yeah.
Did you have any fears? I mean, yeah, your mom told you about it, but did you have any fears or hesitations about entering the competition?
Yeah, I felt like I wasn't ready yet because I actually haven't recorded the song at all. I had just written it and then I, yeah, like there's still like a voice memo of me singing the song. I haven't actually went into the studio and done the whole process. So for me, the fear was just feeling like it was unfinished or that it wasn't like good enough at the time. But I think that I'm through the competition actually and like the support of like a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of family, which I'm so grateful for, have really helped me. I'm learning how to overcome it.
Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about the song you submitted. Like,
Yeah.
what is like? I guess like talk to about it in the sense of why that song you submitted, and like any insight that you could provide about that song.
Yeah. So basically, I submitted that song because it was the only song that I've ever written. Obviously. So when I was younger, I used to write a lot of songs. Like, I don't know, what do you write about when you're like in the fourth grade? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of imitate the different artists that are around you and you try to think of ways that you can like write to what you think their experience is. But I think for me, I had written the song a year ago. And it was the first like it was kind of like a cathartic experience for me. I had I was going through something in a relationship with someone, and through that relationship, I think that I needed a way to kind of get it out on paper, and so I had allowed myself to listen to a beat on YouTube, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good, and then the words kind of just started coming to me, and the melodies just started to come to me. Um, and it was really emotional as well. I think because it's such like a close situation to my heart, that I wanted a way to express what I was feeling, but in like a less direct way, which is the reason why I didn't name cycle itself can be swapped out for a particular thing. So it can be you are trying to get into the gym and it's hard and you're going through this process of like going off and on and off and on. And for me, it was like in a relationship sense where I was kind of going like off and on and off and on with this person. And kind of going through that struggle of kind of making a definite like decision. But yeah, that's kind of where what the song is about.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
What inspired you to become a singer-songwriter initially? Was there like a specific moment, or was there multiple moments? Maybe a moment where you just got goosebumps and said, "Yeah, I want to do exactly that."
Um, Both of my parents are singers actually. Um, and so music has always been around me and in my life. And I remember my mom, sorry, excuse the airplane, it's being loud. I remember my mom was saying that when I was younger, I kind of just used to like babble and like sing songs, I guess. Um, and then I think the first moment that I was like, oh, I kind of like this was when I was younger. I can't really define it because again, like I've always been in this space and it's always been really natural to me. And I've always seen my mom sing um, and she's always pushed me kind of to be in that type of space because she's like, you're really good at it. And I'm like, okay. And it's just something that I naturally do. Um, and so I think now as an adult, I think allowing myself to see where it goes, you know? I think that being a creative, there's always a risk with it. And we can be really afraid of taking the risk, but there's so much goodness that can come out of that.
I didn't want to interrupt you when you were giving that answer, but when that plane went over you, that's a sign that the world tour has to get ready. You have to
Period.
prepare for that world.
Yes. Hopefully coming soon.
What is the song you really like that might surprise others?
A song that I really like. Um, right now or in
In
general?
general, there's probably, we all have that sort of one song that we're like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe people think they know me when it comes to musical taste,
Yeah.
but like,
Um, okay, this might be like a little bit
but
weird.
that's
There's a
exactly what I'm asking. That's the one.
exactly. There's a song that I know this is gonna sound crazy. Chris Brown and Elmo had did a collaboration back in like a very, very long time ago. Very long time ago. Um, and my cousin and I used to be obsessed with this song, and it's like a song about signs. And it's just such a good melody, and it's so good. And Elmo did so good, and that's like one of the songs that reside at the back of my mind.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't want to ignore all the love and support that's coming in. I need to share some of this. Uh, Daniel writes, beautiful voice, loved your song. Someone just wrote,
Thank
you're
you.
very talented. Someone wrote, the Nia International Tour, got my 15 tickets right now. Someone else is saying, best of luck with the competition, Nia. Loved your performance video. So a few people are saying they're going to look this up on YouTube. And if someone agrees, Elmo did so good. So you're getting a lot of support here in the chat room.
Thank you.
Um, Again, for those that are just joining us, we are talking to one of the quarterfinalists, Nia. You can learn about all the quarterfinalists by going to Verse to Voice on Instagram at Verse to Voice, Verse the number 2 voice. Um, I have to ask you this: is what would you say to someone who has never heard your music before? Right now, you're talking to the internet. There's a million people watching this live right now.
Hmm.
What would you say to someone that has never heard your music before?
Um, I would say that you're in for a ride. I would say that. I think because I haven't really defined myself musically as of yet. I think that I want to give myself the opportunity to dibble and dabble and experiment with different sounds and things. So I would say look out for some variety, and even though there's going to be variety, it's going to be good variety.
Can we look for a collab with Elmo?
Possibly. Oh my gosh, I just seen SZA. She did a collaboration on Sesame Street. I would die if that happened.
All right, so we've had two signs in this. We've had the plane go over you. We've chatted about Elmo. People in the chat want to see this collab between you and Elmo. So let's get the vision board out, and we're going to envision
Absolutely.
you. All right. Um, what do you hope to achieve with being part of Verse to Voice?
Um, I really hope to find community. I think that because I'm in the very beginning of my journey, it can feel like you kind of don't know where to go and what to do. And there's so many talented people, like all the other quarterfinalists. They're amazing, and they've had so much more experience than I have. And so I think that being able to speak to them, to relate to them, to learn as much as I possibly can from the people around me. That's really what I'm looking forward to, and also performing my song for the first time, which is makes me nervous, but I think it'll be a great thing.
I mean, you touched on it with it's so interesting to watch that this is supposedly a competition, but the
Mm-hmm.
20 plus quarterfinalists have all been watching each other's interviews, have been writing comments underneath each other's profile pages. Even right now, as I'm chatting with you, there's about four of your competitors saying great things about you. Like it's so interesting to watch this. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Like I was saying, I think that's like the greatest part about being a creative is that you'll always have community because somebody has always been in the spot that you've been in, you know? And I think that the fact that we're able to support each other in the way that we have, like it doesn't feel like it feels less pressuring, if that makes any sense. Because either way, being a part of the competition and taking a risk and also seeing other people take a risk, I think that um, it helps us to feel more connected to each other.
Awesome. Well, as we wrap up, I want the last thing I want to ask you or have you share with us is share with us ways to connect with you and to hear your music. Like, share your socials, give us your 411 here.
Okay, absolutely. So right now, I haven't released anything, but it should be coming soon. My Instagram is Niafied, Niafieddd. And then once things start to get released, then I should be on SoundCloud and Spotify and all of those other platforms as well.
And again, to those that are watching, you can go to Burst of Voice on Instagram to hear the song that she has submitted, Nia submitted for this competition. I thank you so much for joining us. I thank you to everyone that's been watching live and writing comments during this live broadcast. And I thank you in advance to those that are watching the re-record. Thank you so much, Nia. Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
beautiful weather that you're enjoying. And
Thank you.
fingers crossed that you and Elmo get that collab.
Yes, I'm definitely going to put it on my vision board when I get home.
All right. Well, thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Bye.